However, we actually have another box right here. So today, or should I say tonight, on RC Guy Garage, yeah, you can see we've got, you know, something on the deck that's right there, but we got something else that, yeah, what's in the box from RC Guy Garage. So if you want to know what's inside this box, well, I mean, you actually already saw the title, so you kind of already know what's in the box if you, like, did a little research. Well, anyways, let's just bust open into it anyway. So inside this box from RC Guy Garage, we have another RC car to open. Now, I actually don't remember what scale this is, but this is another small scale or smaller scale RC that we're going to open up here. It's kind of funny to do this with one hand. Ugh. Oh, check that out. It's a fail. All right. So here we go. Check that out. Yeah, check that bad boy out. So inside this box supposedly is a 110 scale off-road monster truck called the Judge Pro. And that is actually by a company called GP Toys. So obviously 14 plus in age. The item number is S920 Pro. Off-road anywhere. At supposedly 48 kilometers per hour, which, well, it actually looks like it's got a high-low button right there. So break the speed limit, baby. So let's just get this thing out of the box, and we'll let that take the place of that just for now. So let's get into it. So this one right here, now obviously being on deck, has a bunch of actual, like, coolness to it. Now, there's something right here. This thing is literally a twin motor. That's right, I said it. This thing is a twin motor. We all know somebody out there that's into twin motors, so, I don't know, guy. Maybe this might be a car for you. So, anyways, we've got rubber tires that are obviously, you know, ready to run. So, ready to run for that means, obviously, that the tires are glued to the rims. It is a twin motor edition. It does have 6 oil-filled shocks. So this is showing the rear of the vehicle, showing that it has 2 shocks towards the back, single shocks towards the front. And here's another crazy thing right there. This has literally an all-aluminum differential and drivetrain. So that even in itself is pretty insane. Twin 1600 milliamp batteries at 25C, which, you know, who knows? Maybe if there's enough room in this RC, we might be able to up the power. And it also does have a 3-wire servo. So this vehicle right here is point blank stepping up the game in a way that vehicles like this don't normally step up from GP Toys. So you can see right here, what does that say right there? So right there you can see it's all ball bearing construction, 2.4 gigahertz, outdoor, which must mean it's some type of resistance maybe to water. We'll have to check that out. It is 110 scale, and it actually has night mode. What the heck is night mode? It does have headlights. No way. On this side of the box, obviously, is giving the name of the company that I got this vehicle from. And that is 30 plus miles per hour monster truck. This side of the box right here, it's just basically saying it's the Judge Pro, 100% assembled and ready to run. Right there, what does that say? It does say it's waterproof. You obviously know, I know how to check whether if a vehicle's waterproof or not. This side of the box, basically it's just saying, I guess they're actually naming the vehicle called the Speed Storm or something like that. But I think it's called the Judge Pro, though. On the bottom of the box, just gives a bunch of just stuff. So, if you're interested in, like, knowing, like, what all this stuff is, there is going to be a link in the description, provided that this thing survives, because the last one that I did survived, surprisingly, and you know how well I abuse my vehicles. So, let's bust open into this box and see what you get in the GP Toys S920, the Judge Pro. So there is a seal. on this side of the box right here. So you can see this has actually never been opened. And check it out. You know what? I'm telling you, man, I've got to be like the king of unboxings lately because this is a 50-50 shot. This side, you can see the seal is still intact. Crazily, what side did I open? I opened the side with the manual. So, 14 plus ages, 48 plus kilometers an hour. Gives you some warnings here. This model is not intended for use by children under the age of 14 without supervision of a responsible adult. So, you can see GP Toys. They do have Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, and also you can email them as well. Basically, it just looks like it's given a whole bunch of different languages. In the first couple of pages, not included are 3 AA batteries that you have to supply yourself. But it does come with a charger, comes with the remote, the charger. Looks like it comes with an LED, an LED light wire. It comes with, I believe, 2 batteries, body clips, a wrench. It actually does come with a charge adapter, the manual, which obviously that's what this is right here, and the truck. So... yeah. So basically it looks like all we have to do is just charge up the battery, and wire up the lights if that's what we wanted to do. I'm thinking, is it telling me to wire up lights? Yeah, I think maybe we're installing some lights. I'm not exactly sure. It does look like it's proportional steering. It should be. Proportional speed, probably forward, and then obviously brake, and then double tap for reverse. So it does have an on-off switch, steering trim, steering dual rate, steering reverse, speed. So it does have speed for the model, or model speed, it should say. It's full speed or half speed. That's pretty good. Nice. Oh, check it out. It actually gives you a parts list. Now that's sweet. Now this is like I've said before. This is where it's bridging that gap, and check that out. It is even giving the parts explosions. So that's where, not explosions, the parts explode. I mean, it's not actually exploding, but you get what I'm saying. So obviously it gives, like, the parts explosions, basically just, I guess, helping you repair the model if, in fact, you have an issue. It even has troubleshooting in the back. So, and it does look like it has a warranty kind of thing right here. So, oh, you can get coupons, too. Pretty cool. High-speed truggy right there. And a whole bunch of language that I don't understand. So anyways, that's the manual. But we don't care about the manual. We care about what's inside the box. Like that echo? Alright. So, little piece of tape right here. Obviously, we know what this is. Transmitter and... Whoa, I didn't expect that. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. So inside this little bag right here, you know what? I've actually we gotta have a little bit of a readjustment here. So inside this bag, just like a whole ton of stuff. So there's actually a cast aluminum, looks like it's some type of it's definitely like this gear must go onto the shaft. So this is a spur gear, possibly going into the rear differential, with a bearing on it, so they give you a spare gear. And it is cast aluminum, so it should be fine, you know, for a model of this size. It does give you, wow, check that out. It does actually give you 2 USB chargers and 1 single brick. Now, that right there, that's only one negativity right there, because it is going to take you forever to charge a battery using this setup, a single brick with 2 of these, seeing it actually has 2 batteries. It does have the little light switch thing here, so it looks like it has 2 LED lights for the back and 2 LED lights for the front, and a connector that looks like it probably goes inside of the speed control. Now, there is a little circuit board in here, so there's a wonderment about this. Is it just joining the wires together, or is literally this a circuit board? Might be just joining the wires together. So Then inside of here, oh, no way. I've never seen this before. Check this out. This is a double Deans to single Deans connector. So that is obviously plugging in 2 Dean-style batteries and then being able to plug it into the model into a single connector. So that means this thing could probably run on a single battery if there's enough room. We gotta take this thing out of the box. Right here, I'm not exactly sure what this is. Some kind of a case for something. And check it out. They actually give you another pinion gear. Not a motor pinion. This is a differential pinion. That is pretty insane. And they give you a little wrench. And some body clips. This definitely feels like a metal wrench. So I had a magnet, I could tell you. For some reason, I can't find my magnets. So, alright, enough of that. Let's see what's inside of here. We'll just slide out the truck. Do the slow reveal. Oh, check that out. That is slick. Check that little bugger out. Now, scale is kind of like a perspective kind of thing. So when I see this vehicle right here, it's definitely bigger than, you know, they're saying it's a 1/10 scale, but what you need to understand is that maybe this actually is 1/10 of a scale of whatever this vehicle is technically modeled after. People need to stop getting on the 1/10 scale, this is 1/12 scale, this is 1/16 scale, like train. This is, if they say this is 1/10 scale, this is modeled after a 1/10 scale vehicle. So, let's release the Kraken. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to snip these zippy ties. Oh, that actually landed pretty good. That actually landed mint. No way. This is actually going to be a pretty cool truck, provided that it survives. Let's get a look under the hood here. So one of the tough things is obviously because the body pins are so tiny. You got to watch out that you don't lose these things because, you know, it might be, you might want to like switch over to a larger style body clip. They're pretty cheap. You can actually get them on Amazon. So check this thing out, stacked with batteries. So what is that thing for? So I guess if you, so what that would be is they actually have 2 batteries strapped in here. So it's almost as if they may have intended, see this battery cover actually goes over like that. Probably to keep the vehicle more waterproof. So I'm assuming there's the possibility you could probably run this on a single pack or the dual pack. Because see, basically what you'd be doing is you'd be taking these batteries, plugging 2 into 1. See? So you got 2 batteries plugged into 1 connector. Effectively, how is this wired? Wish I could see how this is wired. You know what I could do? I could check the cell voltage. So this is either going to run twice the amount of time or twice as fast. I can't tell how they've got this wired inside. So that'll have to be something that we check out. Try to figure out basically how this is wired. I can just use my tester and figure out how this is wired, whether if it's wired in series or whether it's wired in parallel. But you can definitely see this is literally designed to be this way. That is pretty nuts. So we do have, jeez, it even has a heatsink. So check it out. It even has a guard for the heatsink. Here's the on-off button. So this is literally like a real, like, model. Holy smokes. So plastic bodied shocks, but they are, can't tell if they've got oil in them or not. I can't tell if they're dampened. But we do have an all-metal drivetrain. You can see metal dog bones into metal cups, both on the differential side and also on the hub side, both front and rear. So that's kicking it up a notch. It looks like on the underside, we have possibly some metal, metal differential, basically metal differential skid plates. This thing is mint. Flexible links, flexible lower arms, and flexible upper arms. So that means that this thing is going to survive a beating. Holy smokes. Wow, this thing is actually pretty cool. I'm going to pop off a wheel because I'm not going to use the tool that they gave me. I'm going to use one of my own. I want to see what's beyond this wheel here. What do we have for a hex? So I will recommend you go ahead and just make sure your wheel nuts are tightened up. I'd use thread lock, and they actually have metal stinking hexes. That's a 12mm hex. Oh my god. Anybody know what wheel that is? That's a wheel off of the Losi laser nut. Holy smokes. This little car is going to rip. I think. But I would go ahead and, if you've got it, get yourself a little bottle of Loctite. Just in case. It is nylocked, but that was kind of, did kind of feel loose. It could depend upon, you know, how fast this model rips. Tires are actually installed on the correct direction. Not sure if I'm going to need this plate or not, but they do give you a Velcro strap. Well, they do give you a Velcro strap to keep the double pack in there. So I'll end up ripping this thing on a single battery. Yeah, it's a little bit of skater. Just in case you haven't figured it out, that was played that way on purpose. You can see four-wheel drive called the Judge Extreme Monster Experience. So waterproof is IPX6. Hobby grade truck right on the front there. You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, Guy, it actually does say that. However, you're gonna learn something different once you pull that trigger.
Not too bad, man. This thing is actually gonna be pretty mint. www.gp.hk. So GP- or G-P.hk. So, yeah, man. Yeah. Like, seriously.
Wait, how about no?
Does this have film?
How about that one, Guy?
It does.
Get a clue.
No way. It even has a body film. So there is a plastic overlay, which I'm going to leave on there for now because you already know what I'm going to do to this thing.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to rip this thing.
Or so you think.
I'm going to rip this thing to an inch of its life.
Keep smiling, Guy.
That's how I roll.
I'm laughing.
So anyways,
You're making me laugh here.
Let's take this thing out and rip it.
You're making me laugh here, Guy.
This is a double Dean's connector. It is actually not connected in series. This connector is parallel as I had thought. If it was series, it obviously would have supplied double of the amount of power. But connected in parallel, what that does is it provides double the amount of runtime.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean double the amount of enjoyment, though, Guy.
So they provide two of these batteries right here, which are a GP Toys truck. It's a 7.4 1600 milliamp pack, which is pretty nuts. So in order to get the maximum amount of runtime, you would need to take both of these batteries and connect them up and run them like together. So that means plugging this connector into both of these battery packs at the same time, and I'll demonstrate. And I'll demonstrate how that works. So you plug one battery into there, the other battery into there, and that way you can run a double pack to get double your runtime. This particular case, what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to only run one battery pack on this first rip, just to see how much runtime that you will get with a 1600 milliamp LiPo battery that's come supplied, and we're not going to use this adapter. So I'm going to plug this into the truck. That also means I'll be able to use the cover because I'll be using a single pack. They do supply a Velcro strap if you're going to actually stack two of the batteries, or if you got a thicker cell pack, which would be a lot more milliamps, it could be a possibility. Not necessarily this exact pack, but something that has a higher milliamp capacity. All you would have to do is just measure your battery tray, measure your height, and make sure the battery would fit. Otherwise, you get the Velcro strap, and you can pretty much throw a large battery in this bottle. So I'm going to throw one battery in here right now, and I'll plug it in. Take the cover. You can see the cover is tapered. It does have a taper. You want the small side facing the front. We'll go ahead and place that cover right over. Snap it down, and there you go. So now the battery is actually fully protected. Now what we need to do is take 3 AA batteries and install them into the bottom of this controller. We'll do that right now. Paying attention to the way polarity goes. Doesn't make a difference. You can use different style batteries when installing AA style batteries into the remote. That doesn't really make a difference. But do not mix different batteries when you're talking about LiPo. Put the cover on. So we'll power on the remote. You see the little red light blinking right there? What that's doing is it's indicating that it's looking for the model. So I'm going to press the power button, which is right in the middle of the model. Press and hold. See, it flashes, and it literally instantly connects. Sweet. Pretty strong. All right. We're going to throw the body on. I'm going to shut the model off right now. And the other thing that I noticed about this controller is, watch this. All right. So it's off right now. You turn it on. It's got the little red flashing light. Now, what I'm going to do is you're going to see my finger reach over and touch this part of the RC. But what I want you to pay attention to is I want you to pay attention to the remote. I'm going to press the button. Now watch this. Check that out. There's another LED indicator that lights up this controller. While that stays solid, the blue lights that back behind all these controls lights up blue, indicating that there's a good connection with the truck.
Wow, that is so super cool.
That is definitely cool. We've already done an upgrade. So I opted to switch over to larger body clips. There's nothing wrong with these little body clips, but what you can see is the size difference between the body clips definitely makes it easier to manipulate these larger clips. So I'm going to use the larger clips. Those do not come with the model. However, you can actually, you can get them. So I'm going to go ahead and put the body clips on. Now this does have its plastic coating on, and I'm going to leave it on for testing purposes, because I am really going to take this thing for a rip.
Oh, so you think, guy.
We're going to really test out this model. That actually lands pretty cool. All right, so we are now outside. We're going to do a couple of speed rips using my GPS from SkyRC. That unit right there strapped to the back of the GP Toy Judge Pro. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit track. I'm going to hit start. And that way it's all set, and it's going to stick it in my pocket. It's already locked onto satellites. You can see it's green. Bluetooth is on. Power's on. And this thing is ready to rip. So we'll see what they say. It says it can do, like, you know, whatever it said, 58 kilometers per hour or something like that. I can't remember. But about 30 miles per hour is what they say that this thing can do. Now, that might be with the 2 packs. The 2 packs will obviously double the runtime, but it's also going to give the battery just that little extra punch. Right now, we're running 1 pack because I want to see, in its current configuration, running 1 pack, how's this thing going to run? So anyways, if you're ready for this episode from RC Guy Garage, we're taking the GP Toys Judge Pro out for a little bit of a rip. And yeah, they are calling it a 110 scale. It's a little small on that scale size that people talk about, but scale is scale. All right, so I'm going to turn the radio on, and I'm going to turn the model on. And you can see it already connected up. You can't see on the controller, but I already showed you before. So it's a little slow on that single pack right away. Also seems like there might be a little bit of brake on. So, but you can't correct that. So it's got a little bit of a weird, like, brake on. It might need to run those double packs. I do have to adjust the steering trim just a touch. What's odd is it seems like it has some kind of like brake. Well, we'll take it out for a rip, see what it does. Pretty slow.
Well, I mean, I don't want to get on the I told you so train, but yeah, I told you so.
Definitely going to need to run dual packs. So we're going to go inside and I'm going to swap in that other dual pack to see if it makes a difference, because I can tell you right now, that thing is slow. So we'll stop it, we'll read it, 16 miles per hour. All right, we're going to go back in and double the packs up. All right, so I'm just going to take these little body clips out and leave my GPS on just for now. You can see I got my GPS on there. It is running a single pack right now, but that was a little bit too slow for me.
Tell the truth, guy.
So what I'm going to do,
you know how you really feel,
is right out of the gate.
Come on.
I just wanted to try that
Let loose.
Single pack just to see how it reacted.
You know you want to.
It is definitely slow on the single pack.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled program. Let's have a chat.
So literally, at this point in time, just to kind of explain the rest of this, I do keep going. Only because I'm really honestly trying to give this RC car the benefit of the doubt. So, but it's like overwhelmingly underwhelming. Now, I know in my head adding the 2 battery packs isn't going to massively increase what I would call the punch. Meaning, you're going to double the packs. You're going to double them in parallel. Not series. They probably actually should have been doubled in series. I think if it was doubled in series, we might be talking something else. We'll explore that later in the video. I don't know like where I'm going to run that into the video, but like I said, I'm like still pulling for this truck, because what I saw on the outside of the box and kind of what I view with my eyes, the trigger experience just wasn't matching up. So, yeah. Here's the rest of the video.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled program, already in progress.
So possibly what would be good, running it indoors on the single pack might be an option. All right, so like I had shown you before, just connecting up this adapter just to get a double pack on it. Being a heavier model, seems like it needs to have the extra juice. So I'm going to plug those in, and I will have to grab a Velcro strap. So when you took the model out, it actually did come with a Velcro strap to wrap around the entire model to keep the batteries in check. So I'm going to go ahead and use that strap. Crank those batteries in there. Just like that. That way those battery packs are in there now. We'll go ahead and put the body back on. With, obviously, my larger body pins. And now we're ready to take it out for another rip. All right, back out. Just going to clear my GPS. So we obviously had 16 miles per hour. We're going to, basically, it's cleared out. We're going to hit start, and that way we can get, hopefully, a faster number now that we have 2 packs connected. Should just increase run time, but it might also give the model a little bit more punch. And it does seem like it does a little bit. Bring it out. Give it a rip. This is very slow. All right, so let's check the reading. We'll stop, read, and we did get 1 more mile per hour. Yeah, let's do something else with this thing. What is my opinion on this little model? It's all right. Possibly for the price that they're asking, anywhere between 130 to 160. Yeah, for me, that would actually be a no. You can go ahead and take that model and you can put it in your cart. It does have oil-filled shocks. It does have a metal drivetrain. I actually did do something to it, which I've got another video coming up, where I actually ended up installing this battery right here, which is a 3S pack. Now, I'm not recommending that you do this, but this is RC Guy Garage. So, of course, yes, I'm going to power it up and see if I can actually get the thing to do something. So, I will say that the model was rather underwhelming. There are other models that I've used before in around that same price range that kind of did a little bit better than this. It has negatives and it has positives. It is a dual motor, so that's kind of a positive. But for its size and weight, I definitely feel that it's way underpowered. That's where throwing in this 3S pack, again, not recommending you do it. Does work though. Throw in the 3S pack and it does seem to react a little bit differently. And you'll see part 2 to that, which I'm actually working on right now. You got my mug right there. As the model sits, that's a hard sell. So you can take it, buy it on Amazon, put it in your cart. Depending upon what color you get, there is a blue one, there is a red one available. I obviously have, like, the red one. And the blue one is actually cheaper for some strange reason. I'm not sure why. So you'll have to do the research yourself. I will leave a link in the description anyway. You can make your own informed decision unless you want to wait for part 2. You might want to wait for part 2. So anyways, if you like this episode from RC Guy Garage, you already know what to do. We were point blank ripping this RC car, which they say it's a 110 scale. You gotta believe them. The name of the company is GP Toys, and this one is called The Judge. So let's put it this way. I'll let you be the judge. I'm out.